Deuteronomy 33, on the head of Joseph, which means what? The thorny bush, like the crown that Jesus had to wear. Remember that when he was crucified? They pushed that thorn crown down upon his head. And Joseph was a huge picture and a type and a portrait of Jesus. And it's so exciting. We're looking at that right now, my friend, in Deuteronomy 33, in the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible written by Moses. This is so exciting, my friend. This is so good. So let's get into the scripture right now. So Deuteronomy 33 says, of Joseph, he said, and who's speaking here? Well, we know it's Moses. Moses is talking about the different tribes right now, and he's speaking about the tribe of Joseph right here, and it becomes prophetic toward Jesus Christ, towards Yeshua HaMashiach, if you're in Israel. Remember, Christ is just Messiah in the Greek, and Mashiach is the Hebrew, or you could say Messiah. So good. All right, let's continue, guys. Let's look at it. Here we are in Deuteronomy 33. Moses is blessing and prophesying here, and he says, blessed of the Lord be his land. Speaking about Joseph here, right? With the choice things of heaven, with the dew, right? And with the choice yield of the sun and the choice produce of the mountains. And with the best things of the ancient mountains, with the choice things of the everlasting hills. This is very heavenly oriented here as he's prophesying. Moses is prophesying about Joseph's tribe. And with the choice things of the earth and its fullness, and the favor of him who dwelt in the thorn bush. Who dwelt in the thorn bush? The Lord. Remember, the Lord was there with Moses when that bush was burning, but it wasn't consumed. And many believe this was, and it says right here in Deuteronomy 33, if you look it up, it's the thorny bush, which could be the acacia bush, or the acacia tree, like a small one. But it's beautiful language there, you guys, and it speaks of the Messiah. So this is the word, Sina in the Hebrew. Here's the Hebrew right here, and it means from the meaning to prick, a bramble bush, right? It means a thorn bush, right? And what was the crown made of? Many believe it was this acacia tree, or the acacia bush, which has these big gnarly thorns that'll prick you. And that's the thorn bush right here in the Hebrew again. So that's what we're seeing in Deuteronomy 33. And it says, let it come to the head of Joseph. Let it come to the head of Joseph. What? The thorny bush. So that's prophetic language. There's a snapshot, a portrait, a picture of Yeshua HaMashiach when he was crucified, and he had the crown of thorns pushed down upon his head, my friend. And it continues in Deuteronomy 33. Look at this. And to the top of the head of the one who was prince among his brothers. What to the top of the head? The thorny crown, the thorn bush. Wow. Who was what? Who was the prince among his brothers. That's prophetic language again. God is illustrating to you that Joseph was a type and a picture, a portrait, a foreshadowing of Yeshua, the prince among his brothers. Wow. So this is the Shroud of Turin. I used to be a real big critic of this until I watched some videos where these scholars and researchers from all different walks of life, different parts of the world, a Jewish scholar, and they weren't even Christian, many of them, but they all agreed that this was authentic from Jesus's time. They said the power it would have took to flash this image on that cloth would have been like the power of a nuclear bomb. So this is the cloth that was draped over Jesus over his dead body, likely put there by who? Nicodemus and Joseph of Arimathea. Remember, they were taking care of his body. Those are 2 Pharisees, by the way, taking care of the very Jewish Jesus. He was very Jewish and very Israeli. And as they wrapped him in this, later they found this they say that this shroud came from Jesus's tomb. What's very interesting about it is they said that it's a Jewish man because they did a DNA sample on these blood spots that were on the shroud. And they said these blood spots right here were from a crown of thorns, likely, but it could have been easily been the crown of thorns right where his head was right here. And then they found that he was pierced in his hands and his feet, and he was pierced on his side. And they did a DNA test on that blood, and they said it was Jewish blood. Wow. Amazing, my friend. And they said it was a Jewish man who was crucified from around Jesus' time, 33, 32 AD. Amazing stuff, guys. So let's continue on. There's more. So this is, somebody took that image, right? And then they did a photo, a picture of what he would actually look like. So you could be looking right now at what Yeshua, yet what Jesus actually looked like right here. Isn't that amazing? And this is from the shroud. You could see the scars right here, the blood from the crown of thorns. And you could see that he was scourged. There's whip marks on him. And this could have been what Jesus looked like. Amazing stuff, my friend. Hey, by the way, I'm going to Israel January 15th, my friend. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to be preaching and teaching and doing live stream videos for you. These videos are going to be awesome from the very places where Jesus walked and taught, from the Mount of Olives, from the Temple Mount, from Solomon's porch, the East Gate, the Golden Gate, right? The Dome of the Spirits, that flat spot that could have been where Solomon's temple was, from the Mount of Olives all the way to Golgotha in Jerusalem, other places in Jerusalem, in the Sea of Galilee. I can't wait, my friend. It's going to be so good. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell, too. You won't miss a thing. And you will get all the videos from when I go to Israel. It's going to be January 15th through the 23rd, coming right up, my friend. So excited about that. Also, if you want to check out my new book, See Jesus in the Old Testament, it's available at Amazon and other fine bookstores. You can get that book. Kept the price really low. The hardback's only $22.67. The paperback is like $12.67. So I kept the prices as low as I could. You might want to check those out, but also you can click on this playlist right here for free, and subscribing's free too, by the way, but you can click on this playlist right here, How to Find Jesus in the Old Testament. You can watch all of the videos, and I know it will bless your heart. I love you, my friend. We'll see you next time.